Greeting everybody. Welcome to Francis M channel. Today, the movie I am going to describe for you guys is Shadow of the Cloud. So let's get it started. In August 1943, Maud Garrett, a female flight officer, is assigned to travel with top-secret documents from Auckland, New Zealand, to Samoa. However, as soon as she arrives at the airbase, she witnesses a ground crew ramper inexplicably disappearing before her eyes just before she suddenly finds herself standing right in front of her transport, a B-17 bomber christened the Fool's Errand. The bomber's crew gives her a mostly derisive welcome, and she is quartered in the Sperry for the takeoff. With no room left for her document bag, she reluctantly allows the only crew member friendly to her, Walter Quaid, to store it. While stuck in the turret, Maud suddenly sees some sort of creature clinging to the underside of the bomber's wing. She reports it, but most of the crew, except Beckel, who sights it too, dismisses it. When she is allowed to exit the turret, the hatch malfunctions, trapping her inside. When she reacts indignant about the crew's comments to her situation, they abandon their attempts to open the hatch and the cam is cut off. After seeing a Japanese scouting plane appearing and disappearing close to the bomber, she is abruptly attacked by the creature, a gremlin. She fights it off but ends up injured. When the crew contacts her again to ask about what happened, a radio message comes in telling them that a Maud Garrett doesn't exist and is not registered for the flight. When they intend to take her out for questioning, Maud deliberately jams the turret's gears and prepares to defend herself when the Japanese plane reappears and attacks. Taking control of the turret, she shoots it down, winning the crew's grudging respect. While continuing to converse with the crew, Maud admits that she is actually married and boarded the bomber under her maiden name, but refuses to tell about her mission, citing its confidentiality. Then she sees the gremlin as it continues to sabotage the plane, and eventually Dawn sights it too, but the others disregard him. Suspecting Maud's assignment to be the cause for their misfortunes, Reeves gives the order to open the bag, which actually contains a baby, Maud and Quaid's extramarital child. Forced to confess, Maud explains that she was severely mistreated by her husband. She entered an affair with Quaid and unwillingly got pregnant from it. Someone betrayed her to her husband, who came to the base. Deciding not to tell Quaid, Maud faked her assignment to get away from her husband before he would kill her in his rage. Just as Captain Reeves turns back to the airbase, 3 Japanese fighters come in, and the gremlin boards the bomber, injures Quaid and kidnaps the baby. When the gremlin appears before her with the baby in the bag, Maud exits the turret and fires her handgun at it, driving it off but leaving the bag hanging precariously from the ventral hull. Risking a perilous climb, Maud retrieves her child and reboards the plane through the opening for the now blown-off Sperry. The gremlin attacks again, throwing Taggart out of the plane before Maud can evict it. When Reeves, Finch and Dawn are killed by Japanese gunfire, Maud takes command and brings the plane roughly but safely down to the ground. The gremlin reappears and tries to snatch the baby once more, but Maud catches up and finally kills it, and she and the other survivors watch as the Fool's Errand explodes and burns up. Just prior to the credits rolling, archival footage is shown of women serving in the British and American World War II Air Forces. The end. So this is it for this movie. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and hit the bell notification.